a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. We called him Bopper. Now, first off, Bopper was a tennis champ. Honest. Him and his sister Maria. They won the all-city mixed doubles a couple of years ago. They beat the kid of this big corporate honcho called Philip and his partner, squishy-faced Hillary. Yeah, they were winning the competition for years till the city rec department started giving tennis lessons to us regular people. Bopper had a secret weapon, his sister Maria. Philip had a really hard time keeping his eye on the ball with Maria playing on the other side of the net. Oh, squishy-faced Hillary, she was beside herself, man. Well, Philip was tripping over his sneaker laces to hop the net to pay homage to the victor. That and to ask Maria if she would be interested in taking a turn in his jag some night. But Bopper stepped in. Nobody takes my little sister for no turn without first he meets my grandmother and gets approval. So, that's how come the next Saturday afternoon, Philip was lost deep in our neighborhood looking for Maria's place. He was driving up one alley and down the next and figuring he's gonna miss lunch. But just then, he saw Bopper in front of a bungalow working on his motorcycle. He had the engine all over the driveway. Philip slid out his jag and said, "Yo, trouble with your wheels, man?" Bopper looked at him like he was a bug and said, "Giving her a carburetor job." Philip mumbled something about spark plugs, and he rushed to the front door where Maria's dad stood with an ugly look on his face. He didn't even say, like, "You're late." He just said, "We started without you." He pointed Philip at the dining room and kept fighting with Bopper, who didn't want to stop working on his ride. Philip walked down the hall into the dining room feeling very, out of place, especially when he saw the family members around the dinner table, hunched over steaming bowls of thick black bean soup. Philip turned on all his charm as he apologized for being late and shoved a bouquet of flowers in the grandma's face. Then he played his trump card, saying, "As soon as I stepped in the house, my mouth started watering for that wonderful soup." The grandmother said Maria had made the soup herself. Maria was about to head for the kitchen to serve Philip a bowl when he said, "Oh, don't get up, Maria. I already feel like a member of the family, so let me serve myself." Uh-oh. There on the stove were 2 pots full of black bubbling liquid. So he sniffed one pot, and the stuff smelled terrible. Then he smelled the other, and it stunk too. See, that was the problem when you get brought up in a household where garlic is like some exotic thing. But Philip remembered his father's corporate-type advice. It doesn't matter what decision you make, so long as you make it fast and pretend it's right no matter what. So, Philip filled his bowl with the stuff from pot 1 and came back to the dining room just as Papa came in, dragging Bopper by the lip and demanding that he eat. And Bopper picked up his bowl and headed for the kitchen. Philip sat down, smiled at Grandma, and began to eat and say, "This is so good, Maria," or something like that, and at the same time trying to keep from throwing up because the soup tasted like something you'd lick off the end of a gas pump. Anyway, Philip kept on smiling and slurping and was almost finished his bowl when Bopper came back, and man, he was burning. "Hey!" he yelled. "What happened to the cleaning fluid my carburetor was soaking in?" This is a true story. It happened to a friend of mine. They rushed Philip to the hospital, and Maria came every day to visit. Their marriage was a big hit, even though Maria had to swear to never make black bean soup.